This is the Adidas Adizero Evo SL, the shoe that surprised me and might just be the perfect tempo shoe. So I first decided to buy this because, well, firstly it was heavily reduced, so that always helps. I got it at like a 40% discount. But I'd heard that this is a really good tempo workout shoe. Now, if you're a regular on my channel, you know that I'm heavily into the Norwegian singles approach to training at the moment, where we only do tempo workouts. So all of my sessions are sub-threshold, so I thought this might be the perfect shoe for me. So when it arrived and I unboxed it, the first thing that struck me was how good it looks. I think it looks sensational. I went for this sort of inverted colorway, and then I picked it up and it's so lightweight. Like, it really is quite surprising. For a shoe that's not a full-on carbon racer, is really lightweight, which is great to see. And of course then, you know, the laces, other people have mentioned that. The laces are terrible. Yeah, they're just cheap and nasty. I mean, they're not a deal breaker, but they're not great. Same thing with the tongue. It's not terrible, but there's really nothing to like about it either. It's not gusseted. They could have done better there. But I was pleased to see that it's got the continental grip on the bottom. I've used the Adidas Pro 3s extensively in the past and really liked the continental grip on those. So I was pleased to see it on these ones. So first impressions upon unboxing it, I was impressed and I couldn't wait to take it for a spin.
The fit of this shoe for me isn't great, but I will say that it seems consistent with other Adidas shoes that I've tried. So all their other shoes I've tried, they just seem too narrow for my foot. Now I have got quite a wide foot, so you might be different. And as I say, it seems consistent with their other shoes, but it just seems too tight around that midsection of the foot. I'm out on an easy run at the moment, and this really isn't an easy run shoe for me. I know a lot of people say it's versatile, it can do anything, and it can, but for me, the foam just feels too firm. It's not that it's uncomfortable, it's just too firm. I'm used to my Gel Nimbus 27s who really look after me on my recovery runs. This shoe isn't that. And added to which, it feels like it's egging me on to go faster, which might sound good, but it's not what I want in a recovery shoe. But where it really shines is in tempo work. So I'll just pick up the pace a bit, and instantly, okay, now we're having fun. Now that foam doesn't feel so firm, it feels bouncy. I'm just having a lot more fun now. So for me, as others have remarked, that tempo zone, kind of half marathon, maybe even up to 10K, is the real sweet spot for this shoe. Okay, let's pick it up to about 5K tempo and see how that's feeling. Okay, so this is about 5K effort, and again, the shoe feels good, feels nice. It feels like it'd be a really good training shoe if you didn't want to go carbon plated. Could you race in it? Yes. The foam's responsive, it's lightweight, it feels nice, but you don't feel like you're getting the same help that you do from a carbon plated shoe. Like my last workout, I used the new Vaporfly 4s, different experience. That thing, I just felt like it was propelling me forward. You don't get that with these, but the price difference, I mean, you just have to work out what you can afford. I want to try it on a long run. I'm definitely not going to try it yet because I'm into like the peak of my marathon build, so I certainly don't want to risk it. My initial impressions are that it might not be comfortable enough for a long run, but I'll definitely do another video, so make sure you subscribe to catch that one.
So far I've done about 70 Ks in this shoe, and that's been a mixture of easy runs. I've done about 3 sub-threshold workouts in it. I've done some strides and some faster stuff. So a good spread of paces, but I obviously can't comment on durability yet because I haven't done enough Ks on it. But I feel I know the shoe well enough to give some strengths and weaknesses. So we'll start with the strengths. And I think with this shoe in particular, you've got to start with the price. It delivers a lot for the price point. Secondly, its weight. Really nice and lightweight, certainly lighter than most other shoes in its category, which gives it more of that race shoe feel and I think makes it a lot more versatile. The foam, once you get going, is really responsive and bouncy and nice. Again, it's Light Strike Pro foam, so I guess that's not very surprising. I really like the grip. The grip on this is excellent. We've had a lot of wet weather here in Perth lately, and I've never felt unsafe in this shoe. The grip is really nice. And another, I guess, more intangible quality is it fun to run in? I think we can often get so bogged down in the details with shoes that we fail to step back and just think, do I actually want to run in this thing? And for me, the answer is yes. When I pick up the pace in this, I really like it and I look forward to wearing it. Now, the weaknesses of this shoe, obviously the laces and the tongue, they're not deal breakers, but they are weaknesses nonetheless. And one that's very personal for me is the fit. Now, this might actually be a strength for you. Your foot might fit Adidas shoes like a glove, in which case that's going to be really great. But for me, it's too narrow for my foot. Another one is I find the foam too firm at slower paces. I only really start to enjoy this shoe as the pace picks up. So this is not an easy run shoe for me. And the last weakness I noticed was stability. It's not the most stable shoe in the world. So if stability is important for you, you might want to look elsewhere because it doesn't feel overly stable underfoot. So if you're after a non-carbon plated training shoe that can handle all of your interval sessions, is really well priced and shares many qualities that racing shoes have, this could be an excellent choice for you. Personally, I still prefer to use my Vaporfly 3s for my interval sessions, and that's just because they help me along a bit more. They make it a bit easy, and in my head anyway, they might help me recover a bit faster. But once those shoes wear out, I won't be replacing them. I will absolutely be using these for all of my sessions. I really like them. So if you'd like to see how I'm using these in the future as I work towards a sub 2 hour 30 marathon, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.